In this video, I'm going to be going over the 10 new duos in NBA 2K24 Myteam and seeing which duos are the best and seeing if you guys should be running any of them, especially if there's a budget duo that can be very effective in game. So I didn't even realize, but these actually came out on Friday when the game actually dropped, and I completely forgot that they added these duos. So I'm just getting around to this, but there's a couple really good budget duos and even a free duo you guys can see right here that I think a lot of budget and no money spend players should really be taking advantage of some of these duos. Let's just start off here with probably the most expensive and highest tier one, which is going to be Jason Williams and Vlade Divac. I mean, looking at Divac with that duo, he's going to get some, decent upgrades for the defense. He's going to get the plus 10 interior defense, but that's pretty much it. For Vlade Divac, he gets silver bully, gold rise up, he gets gold master, which is nice. He does get bronze catch and shoot and can somewhat shoot the three ball, so he does become a little bit better, but not really noticeable. Jason Williams, he's going to get a plus 6 three ball, which is always really good, putting him to a 90. He's going to get Hall of Fame killer combos and gold floor general. So a decent upgrade there, for J Will. He's also going to get a plus 6 driving layup and a plus 8 lateral quickness. I don't believe these duos do anything to the animations. It's just going to be touching the stats and the badges as well. Now, I don't think this is necessarily a good duo because Vlade Divac is not really the greatest center card in the game, and Jason Williams is good, but I wouldn't say he's really anything too spectacular. And to have to buy this card for 140k, I don't think the duo is really necessarily worth running. I mean, if you locked in the set that J Will's in and you want to run him with the duo off the bench potentially, it could be a decent duo. I don't think it shows yet what tier they actually go to. He might just stay at an amethyst. I'd be surprised if he actually goes to a diamond card. Next duo here though is going to be Luis Scola, who's a 6'9" power forward, 7-foot wingspan. Actually gets a really good offensive upgrade. A plus 16 three ball, plus 10 mid range is going to put him to a 91-3, 90 mid range. That's going to be super helpful, for this card on offense. Now, he's still not quick, he's still not a good defender, so does he become a good card? No, but I think he's solid. I think he's a solid card with a 91-3, and then you take a look at Roy Hibbert, who isn't going to get that three ball touch, so he can't shoot threes, but it's Roy Hibbert. He's 7'2" with a 7'6" wingspan and a really good defender, now with an 88 block and 88 interior defense, so not really expecting this card to be able to shoot. This is not a bad duo because it's fairly cheap to get, so if you wanted to maybe run this in your front court, it could work a little bit. Next duo here is going to be two Series 1 gold cards in Jalen Green and Sangoon. I don't think this duo is really going to be anything too crazy because, once again, they're both gold cards. Yeah, so I don't think this duo is really going to be worth running. Not really sure why it's in the game. To be completely honest, same thing with OG Anunoby and Scotty Barnes. I mean, OG does become actually a very solid defender on this gold card. 80 steal, 80 lateral quickness, 82 perimeter. Gets a plus 11 strength. Right now is a 70 strength. I mean, he's not terrible, I guess, for a gold card. Scotty Barnes, though, is pretty bad. I'm not going to lie to you. So, once again, just don't really see any kind of value in running that duo. Another one here, which is going to be Glenn Davis and Kendrick Perkins. I just don't think these gold duos are really worth running in the game. So, yeah, I would kind of just stay away from that unless you really want to use these cards because, if you're a Raptors fan, you really like Scotty and OG, it could be a decent duo to run if you are a Raptors fan, but overall, I just don't think it's worth running. Now, these next two right here, I think are going to be actually very, very good for no money spent and budget players. First one here being Derek Fisher and Robert Horry. Now, Derek Fisher does get a big upgrade, plus 15 to the speed, putting him at a 94. So he's going to be an elite point guard, speed wise. He's got a 95 ball handle. Like, this card's going to feel extremely fast. Does have the Joel Embiid dribble style, but at least he will feel quick in game. And then you got Robert Horry, who doesn't really get that big of an upgrade, but was already a really good free sapphire card that is now going to go up to a ruby. Derek Fisher and Robert Horry both go to that ruby tier, and for being two free cards at this time of the year, a really good duo to have on no money spend and budget squads. If you're trying to build a free team or just trying to build a team without spending too much MT, I think both those cards are really good options. Now, Keith Van Horn, I've heard, becomes a lot better with this duo. He's going to get gold catch and shoot, which is really nice. He's got an 86 three ball, 83 mid range. Jump shot is actually the Devin Booker base, which could be solid. So for a gold card, who I assume goes to probably an emerald or a sapphire, is really not that bad for Keith Van Horn. And then you take a look at Richard Jefferson, who's going to get a speed upgrade, which he desperately needed. He's now got 89 speed, which is really good. Would have liked to see the three ball get upgraded. That I feel like that would have helped him out even more, but this is not a bad duo to run once again for budget players, maybe in salary cap. That's another thing, like you can run these cards in salary cap, and for the salary cap, it counts before the duo is in effect. So for example, if you're going to use Crum Butler and Antoine Jameson, both those cards go up to a ruby, but it's going to count them as a sapphire in salary cap. So I think that's really helpful. And yeah, that's reasons why I think the duos can be super effective in salary cap. Next one here, though, is going to be Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart. Once again, some lower overall gold cards and emerald cards from the Series 1 set. I mean, Josh Hart does get a plus 15 3-ball, but realistically, not going to be worth running. Now, this, in my opinion, is the best duo in the game. Antoine Jameson goes up to Ruby, 6'9" at power forward, 7'4" wingspan. Doesn't really get that crazy of an upgrade. He does get gold catch and shoot and claymore, gets gold rebound chaser, but he was already a pretty solid budget card to start off with. Doesn't have the best jump shot in the world, but I've played this card multiple times and used him multiple times, and he's actually very good for a sapphire card. And then looking at Crum Butler, he actually becomes very solid, man, having an 87 3-ball, 80 mid-range. He's a decent defender on the perimeter and actually has a knockdown jump shot. So in my opinion, this is the best duo in the game. I would say just in general, not even just for budget players, and they're also fairly cheap on the auction house. And then the last duo here is going to be for the Kings with De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis. Once again, I just don't think these Series 1 duos are really anything too special. But let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about these 10 new dynamic duos in my team this year? Let me know what you guys think about them. Are you running any duos? Maybe that Derek Fisher, Robert Ory? Are you running that Crum Butler and Antoine Jameson? Let me know all the type of stuff down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.